Hello, welcome to this update for Asia. So let's see what's happening with these storms and the rain because we still have many strong storm spots in southern India now, more spots in Bangladesh, and more throughout Southeast Asia and the Pacific. So we do have some storms further in China as well, and this front in Japan right now is more rain there. Further west, a storm or two in Turkey, and more showers in Kazakhstan, spots of Uzbekistan. So let's see what might happen with this rain. Show some snow too in the high elevations, spots of Tibet. So does show those storms in India now. Friday to Saturday, summer moisture in the Bay of Bengal. Maybe still some storms central southern India Saturday. Sunday shows more for southwestern India. Some storms northeastern India too. So be careful. Some of these might have hail and some heavy rain, especially like until Monday shows more storms southern India. Still Tuesday. This is Tuesday shows more storms there. Wednesday, so it's really starting to get wet there. And the European even tries to put on a tropical cyclone in the Arabian Sea around the 25th, and then it goes there. So we really have to watch that area. China is another hotspot for heavy rain because still shows Saturday more storms southern China, Sunday, Monday, still Tuesday, and it just continues there. Spring is very stormy there, so this goes and more systems towards Japan later on the 24th and possibly later. But now is Friday, we have that system in Japan now. This goes Tuesday, Wednesday, more in southern Japan. Next Wednesday, not a part of Japan, possibly as well. So stay safe in those areas, especially China. Those storms might be stronger there, and even a severe storm or two, but especially the heavy rain. So be careful. Still in Southeast Asia, there's like those tropical downpours in Indonesia, into Malaysia, already some more around Thailand, Cambodia, Laos. So be careful too. Papua New Guinea, some more. This goes not as much as before for further south, but still central northern Indonesia, very active in the southern Philippines. So be careful in those areas, and this just continues there. So does show first in India next 5 days, shows around southwestern India, the Arabian Sea, more than 200 millimeters, 227, spots of 224, and just around 100, 112 other spots of India, like western, southwestern India, more for central India, not central, but like south central shows some 100 millimeters, 97, 100, and more around Sri Lanka, possibly some 117 millimeters, 70 in the Maldives, and even more in between. So be careful, especially next 5 days around southwestern India. Might get some very heavy downpours, so stay safe. And does show Bangladesh, northeastern India still to 200 millimeters, 255 northern Bangladesh, and more around Bhutan, some spots close to 100 in northeastern India. Be careful this stretch of northeastern India, those heavier downpours. China is dealing with the same. Northern Vietnam shows more than 100 meters. Spots northern Vietnam into China, like 200 in a few spots until next Wednesday, 195. So stay safe in those areas, especially southern China. Be careful with flooding, and especially in those rivers because of the snow melt plus these endless storms. So be careful and stay safe. Spots of China, southern Japan is also showing to 210 millimeters next 5 days. Some spots in southern Japan, so stay safe too. And also showing more central Japan, some spots there. So stay safe in those areas. Does show in Indonesia 110 even, and more spots. Those tropical downpours, some 80 millimeters, 114 those small ones, And the show Western Guinea is still to more than 128, even to 160. So stay safe in those areas. In spots of Java as well, West Island, a lot of storms still. So be careful in those areas. But the areas of focus here are southern India, northeastern India, and southern China, the main areas to focus, and possibly the southern Philippines shows more than 100 as well, and Palau, the intertropical convergence zone. So stay safe. There's the access here too, sometimes more accurate for Indonesia, shows even to 200 millimeters, spots of Kalimantan into Malaysia. Shows some in Sumatra, but not as much as the other ones. And it does reach all the way to southern India, the access, and it does show close to 200 spots of the coast and in Sri Lanka. So stay safe those areas. The GFS doesn't show as much in India, but does show to 103, 124, for further north to 100 meters, 140. So stay safe in India. No matter the amount that shows here, the thing that's certain is that there will be heavy rain next 5 days in southern India. So just be careful, warn others, be careful with lightning and wind, those thunderstorms. Shows in Bangladesh, some more, but just let's compare this for a second. The GFS shows 26 millimeters and the European 139. So this has been happening for the last few weeks, that the European likes to show a lot in this area of India and the GFS likes to show little. So they never agree there. But the icon somewhat agrees. It does show close to 200 northern Bangladesh as well, and more spots in Bangladesh and Myanmar. The icon is even more than 100 throughout most of central Myanmar. So be careful. The GFS is close to 100 there, and the European a little bit less in Myanmar. But stay safe in those areas. Be careful. The snow here does show a pretty good amount of snow for this time of year, especially like a little above average snow. Shows spots of the eastern Himalayas into the mountains southeastern China, and spots of Tibet, more in the northern Nepal, northern Bhutan, the northernmost areas of India and Bhutan. So be aware still, even to like 55 centimeters in China, shows in Tajikistan some snows, some 21 centimeters, 6 centimeters, more further in those central northern mountain in China, spots in Mongolia, a little bit in Mongolia. And Russia is the king here, shows more on the Pacific, even to like some 96 centimeters, even to 100 in a spot there. So still some good snow there. Be careful, some slippery roads, some icy conditions, spots of Russia in the Pacific, more spots southeastern Russia, that snow, and even further east, more snow in eastern Russia. So be careful. Western Russia is relatively quiet, but there shows no central Russia. It's like very central section here, and further north spots central northern Russia and northwestern Russia near Finland as well. A finger or two in Siberia, but not that much. Does show in the Caucasus still some snow to 24 centimeters, 19-20 spots of northeastern Turkey. So be aware. The GFS doesn't have anything in Turkey, but does have in the Caucasus a little bit. But it has in the Himalayas too. India to China and northern Nepal does have more in China, some in Kyrgyzstan, and does have a lot in Russia as well. And it's similar to the European, showing even to 111 centimeters in southeastern Russia. So stay safe in those areas. Does show central northern Russia some more, and very into eastern Russia in the Pacific, some higher amounts. So stay safe. The icon has a little bit less there, but does have more southeastern Russia. So stay safe. More spots in China, and yeah, stay safe. I'm just thinking what will happen when all of this melts with those rivers. So be careful with that too. And now those those temperatures are still very hot around the Middle East and India. Nothing too major right now, but still to 44 degrees spots of India, to 46 in Pakistan, and 46, in my opinion, is extremely dangerous already if you are out in 46 degrees. So please stay safe. And shows spots of southern Pakistan to 46 as well. In Iran, if this is right, it shows 49 degrees southern Iran. The European 48, the icon 48 to 47. And like if you are in 48-degree temperatures, that's scorching and like it could lead to death, like heat stroke. So please stay safe, stay cool, find the best place to stay cool. That's not extreme heat risk, that's mega extreme heat risk. So please stay safe. Shows in Oman still some 45, 46 degrees. More spots in western Saudi Arabia in these valleys here that could get even to 47, the lower elevation. So stay safe. Even to 39 in Jordan, Syria some 30s, and Kazakhstan is pretty hot, some 38 to 40 degrees already. In the Gobi Desert, in the lower elevations, even to 41. So stay safe in those areas. Saturday, this goes, and still like in the afternoon in India to 44 degrees, in Pakistan to 46 degrees, and more spots in China slightly warmer, especially not in the valleys close to 40 degrees. In Oman to 45, in Iraq some 44, and in Iran. So this goes during the night is very cold in the high elevations in the Himalayas. So be aware if you are out there. But this goes, and the European starts doing something out of this planet. It shows some 48 against southern Pakistan by Monday, the 19th. And does show in Oman, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates more than 43 degrees, but it starts with some 48 degrees southern Iraq into Iran by Monday. The GFS is on 48 as well, and the icon to 48 as well. So the models are very confident that this might happen Monday afternoon on the 19th. So please stay safe there. Be careful. This is the temperature itself, but the heat indices, what it feels like, might be more like 48. It depends on the wind, humidity, and everything. Might feel like 49 or even 50. So please stay safe. That's no joke. This goes spots in Iran as well, and China slightly warmer, central China, and the Gobi Desert, and Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan slightly warmer, but further north Kazakhstan a little bit less. So Monday this goes does cool down during the night, but like it's still like 32 degrees during the night in some places. And if it doesn't cool down enough during the night, there's little time for your body to get relief from the heat. So that makes it more dangerous. So stay safe. This goes still shows Tuesday afternoon, the 20th, at the warmest time of the day, shows around some 46 to 48 degrees in Oman, United Arab Emirates, some 45 degrees, shows more in Kuwait, like 40 to 47, and still close to 49 in Iran, in southern Iraq, some 47 to 49. So please stay safe, like barely 50 degrees. So be careful, still a lot across northern India, but less than the Middle East. This goes, but does show in Pakistan, like the warmest time of Wednesday, to 48 degrees again. This goes still shows in Iraq, in those areas, shows by the 22nd, like in a week, so 46 degrees in the deserts, Saudi Arabia to 47, spots United Arab Emirates to 46, and Dubai itself to 34 because it's on the coast, but just inland, like very scorching, shows some 48 in Iran, those low elevations, 47. So please stay safe. Close 44 in Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and please be careful. Still shows the next Friday, the 23rd, close to 48 in Pakistan, across India, some 46, and nearly like the European shows 49 degrees suddenly a week from now. The GFS just 42, it's like chilling, but the icon just 40. So the Europeans kind of having a rough time there, but the show 49 in other spots further north. The GFS 247, the icon 48. So please stay safe in those areas. Still 46, 47 Oman, Saudi Arabia a week from now. And I don't know what the Europeans trying to do, if it's trying to boil the earth, but that shows some 49 degrees again in Pakistan next Saturday, the 24th. The GFS just 46, but alright, 46 is a big deal. But the GFS is in northern Pakistan to 49, so it has 49 in a different location. The icon 46 to 48. So please stay safe, and this just keeps going there this time of year. But please stay safe. In Russia, there's still quite a bit chilly, so this is still some active temperatures for the northern Russia, some -2, -1, some -7, some -6. Mongolia still a little bit. This cold gets all the way down to China, so stay safe. More spots Siberia into eastern Russia, even to -15, some spots northwestern Russia. So this goes sometimes milder, even in Siberia to 17, but still cold in many spots. Like some nights shows a big portion of Russia, these negative temperatures, but this might feel good for you comparing to what it was a few months ago, like it was -52 a few months ago. So this goes still cold for the northern Russia, some warmer spots, and this just continues there. Just be aware the cold further north, and sometimes in northern China and Mongolia spots there might be slightly colder too. So Turkey, those areas still shows cold in the Caucasus, spots there. Some mountains in Turkey, but southern Turkey near Syria is already warmer, much warmer. Azerbaijan, a few spots colder, but that's during the night. The afternoon does warm up a little bit in the lowlands, and spots of Turkey slightly warmer too. So stay safe in those areas. Wind gusts already show stronger winds in those mountains, central northern China today, and Japan because of that storm system. Some in Uzbekistan as well, Turkmenistan and Turkey. So this goes, that does show those stronger winds in Japan throughout tonight into Saturday still, and North Korea, spots of China, spots of Afghanistan. This goal still shows Kazakhstan, maybe Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. That shows especially Sunday, so hard gusts, even to 90 km per gust on the European. Kazakhstan, this portion of the Pacific in Russia might get some rough winds by Sunday, and it shows snow and freezing rain at the same time. So if you're in this area, Pacific part of Russia, some ice is possible, some freezing rain too. So stay off slippery roads, be careful. Sunday, this goes Monday into northern China, Mongolia, some very high wind gusts into northern China, spots of Mongolia, near Kyrgyzstan, slightly gusty in Saudi Arabia, but nothing crazy in the Indian Ocean, some winds too. Then this goal still shows in China, those mountains very strong gusts, a few spots of Russia, slightly breezier, and then this goes there near Japan, and possibly on the 23rd, southeastern Russia in the peninsula, shows more already starting the Arabian Sea, and you know what this means. This means monsoon. Not yet, it will be further in June, but when the winds pick up here, you know there'll be rain. And shows more in Afghanistan, some very high gusts on the 23rd, spots of Uzbekistan to Kazakhstan, and northwestern Russia, possibly because of some lower pressures. This goal still shows in Kazakhstan, and the European turns a crazy cyclone there on the 25th. But we'll keep watching. All of this is a hypothetical forecast. It doesn't mean it will happen. So there's the Canadian model to see the rainfall. True, it does show in China more than 100 meters. The bright yellow is like 200 or more, so you could get even to 200 millimeter spots of China. Southern Japan more than 100, in the Philippines, spots of Malaysia, Indonesia too, and Cambodia, Thailand. This is a lot of time. This until May 26th, so that's a lot of time. But until next Wednesday, just 5 days, shows 150 or something China. But 10 days already shows more than 200. But be aware in those areas, just checking the GFS if it has any tropical cyclones like the European. So it does show there like the heavy rain in India, and it tries to throw out a tropical storm just off of western India's around the 28th. But this is like more than a week out, and it has a broad low pressure, the Bay of Bengal as well. So we need to watch this area long range. And you know how crazy the GFS is. So the last few runs have showed some typhoons around the Western Pacific. It does have next week in the South China Sea. This is more believable because that's like tropical storm strength or like category 1. But then it goes towards Vietnam. It bursts another storm east of the Philippines on the 28th. It turns into something crazy. And then it does show some other possible areas to watch later. But we'll keep watching this. The European model does have some possibility on the South China Sea next week as well, and maybe later to watch. So stay safe in those areas, and we will keep watching. But the big danger here is like heavy rain, thunderstorms, and scorching heat waves. So please be careful.